Welcome to Daily Rising, Ignite Everyday Excellence. I'm Dawn D'Amico, your mental performance mastery coach, here to bring you daily mindset and motivation strategies to fuel your success in every area of life. Get ready to ignite your excellence with today's show. In my Ignite Excellence program and framework, there are 3 key elements that we work towards mastering and obtaining in order to achieve excellence in any area of life. One of those key elements is inspired leadership. Now, in order to develop inspired leadership, there are a set of skills that we must master. One of those skills is integrity. A key strategy that you can use in developing real, true integrity is operating through principles over your preference, right? What does that mean? Well, first, we need to get really clear on who we are, what we believe, what we stand for, but equally important, we must know what we stand against. And once we know who we are to our core, what we believe, what our principles are, every decision we make, everything we do must align with those. We need to make sure that we're operating out of those principles and not just what's easy, not just what we may want to do, not what others may want of us. One of the best examples that I've seen of this is Truett Cathy with Chick-fil-A. We know Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays, and it's closed on Sundays because of his belief in faith and family. We know that those are 2 core principles in his life, in his world, is his faith in God and the importance of family in his life. And so Chick-fil-A has always been closed on Sunday, and that's something that he never compromised, right? When we think of integrity, a lot of times we just think of, being honest, doing the things you're supposed to do, doing what you're supposed to do, whether people are watching or not. But the other key to integrity is being undivided and not compromising on those things that you believe. I am sure that there were times when Truett Cathy was developing and beginning Chick-fil-A that he would have much preferred to be open on Sundays for revenue purposes, right? He was probably getting pressure from a lot of people, especially as the chain was gaining momentum. But he stuck to his principles and he stuck to his beliefs. And whether you agree with him religiously or politically, doesn't matter. You know who he is to his core, and he didn't compromise that. And some might say that that's one of the reasons his business became so successful. He is truly a man of integrity, whether you like him or not. He is. And it reminds me and makes me think of a networking group I was part of several years ago. And it's a woman I'm currently working with as a client who didn't go to one of our events because it didn't align with who she was at her core and her core principles, right? We were having an event. It was going to be at a bar. She and her family don't promote being at bars. It's not part of who she is. And so while I'm sure she wanted to be at the event, she knows that all of us there were great people and we weren't necessarily going to be drinking or doing anything ridiculous. It just didn't align with who she was. It didn't align with what she teaches. It didn't align with her family and her core values. So she opted not to go. While I'm sure part of her said this would be a great networking opportunity, I'm sure she wanted to be around us because we all got along really well. She stood by her principles. And I'm going to tell you, when somebody asks me for referrals within that particular industry, she's top of mind now, right? This wasn't done for marketing purposes for her, right? But one of the reasons she's top of mind is because I know if I send somebody her way, they're going to get a person of integrity. They're going to work with somebody that's going to be honest, who's going to work hard, and who operates out of their beliefs and their core values and principles. If you're looking to be a better leader, first, you must lead yourself, and we need integrity to lead ourselves. The more integrity you have and the more you operate out of your principles versus your preference, whether people agree with them or not, you start to be that person of integrity. You gain that respect. I want you to start thinking about who you are to your core. Start really digging into that. Dig into what you stand for and what you stand against, and start operating out of those principles and put everything through the lens of your principles and watch how life changes. Thank you for listening to another episode of Daily Rising. If you enjoyed today's show, drop a review and share it with your friends. Don't forget to check the show notes for a recap of today's message, along with valuable resources and opportunities to connect further and ignite your excellence.